Hey guys, Chris Denison here, joined by Adam Booth. May or may not have a concussion and you have something on your nose. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, we're in Las Vegas. Big weekend of racing here. We had AMA EnduroCross on Friday night, followed by heavy drinking by most of the people that were in the stands, and then they went to Supercross on Saturday night, and today is MiniMoto. So first thing I want to talk about is Supercross. I guess the big news, James Stewart and Joe Gibbs Racing have parted ways. It was a pretty polite little press release, but what's your take?
Well, once you sign a 3-year deal, a year into it, having a mutual split isn't always mutual, so I'm sure there's some hard feelings one way or the other. Doesn't really matter. He's not with them, and I'm sure you'll see him on a yellow bike for the outdoors.
Yeah, and I think that's a pretty accurate prediction. We know James Stewart loves the Suzuki, so more than likely he's going to piece something together. He tweeted today that he's got a busy couple of days coming up for outdoors, so I guess we'll see. I mean, Ryan Dungey's stoked. He won the main event Supercross this weekend, and it was a big win for him, but still I think everybody's kind of ready to put Supercross behind him and head to the outdoors. And also pretty stoked on the lights too. We had Justin Barcia and Eli Tomac, so they're two Geico Honda riders, East Coast and West Coast champions. They just battled last night. What do you think about the Geico Honda team? They're kind of kicking Pro Circuit out as the lights team to beat.
They've taken over and they're in the spotlight every race. The riders are fastest East and West, and then they get to put them together for a battle, and it's cool to see different colors, but it'd be nice to see Pro Circuit boys up there in the mix. I know Dean Wilson, he was doing real well, but he's fought some injuries the last couple races, and he's been mixing it up with those boys for sure. Right,
and we saw Darren Durham separate his shoulder this week, so he was out. That was a bummer, but we got some great racing on Friday from the EnduroCross. Colton Hacker, Lucas Oil rider, finally took his first main event win, and that's a big deal. Taddy Blazusiak came into this season. He was looking for his 4th championship, and not off to the start he won him, but he's still 3rd place in points. But what happened with Taddy? How come he wasn't up there winning like he did every race last season?
Well, he probably would have been winning, but his first turn was horrible. He sucked the front tire under the log, his bike hit him in the back of the head, couldn't find his starter button once he picked his bike up. So he came from, way back in the pack and then worked his way up within sight of the 2 leaders. And, he was putting in some serious time. His bike was he said he set his bike up a little more for a faster track. He likes to hit stuff harder than what that track was, a little more slow and technical, but, it's just about the starts, and those guys were real strong up front. Soleil and Colton Hacker, they were both riding really, really great races. And Taddy, man, that guy's serious.
Right, yeah, and Taddy also making no secret about the fact that he hated the track. He kind of prefers a little bit jumpier, a little bit faster rhythm, Supercross style track. So we'll see. I mean, he's ripping, and I think X Games is going to be the next one. He's going to come out swinging, looking for a win. So let's talk about your nose. What the heck happened to you, dude?
MiniMoto today, first qualifier. I decided that the hotline was to skim through the whoops and then not make the turn and put my face into the little plastic water barrier, and the only thing that stopped me was my nose. Fortunately, it's pretty broken, it's pretty crushed, it's hurting a little bit right now, and a couple more days I'll go to the doctor. I'm sure they're going to go in there and straighten her all out.
That's a wrap this week. Supercrossonline.com, motocross.com, dirtrider.com, vegas.com. We're out. Let's go gamble.